guys, back with another story time. This week's story time, I know it's a little late, I had to re-record. This week's story time is about how I acted like a stalker when I was about 15 or 16 years old. So, in case you guys haven't heard of the book series, it's called the Ugly series, and the series contains books The Uglies, The Pretties, The Specials, and I believe the last one is called The Extras. And they are written by Scott Westerfield. The books are basically like, how most YA books are. A dystopian future, and there's a young female protagonist who goes against the mold and everything. But in this book, the main protagonist, her name is Tally. Now, the reason why I became so obsessed with this book series is I feel the same reason why most females really get into those types of books where there's that kind of generic female that they can that they don't really talk too much about, so they can kind of just plaster their own face as the lead character. And for me, I really related to Tally. The way he describes her, and mind you, I read this book when I was about 15, 16 years old. And in the books, you start out as ugly, which is basically not necessarily hideous or anything, but just your average person. And then when you turn 16, you get surgery to become pretty. And that's where they open widen your eyes a little bit to make it more doll-like. They even out your features so that you're more symmetrical and more just the perfection. They perfect you. Any scars you might have, they buff out everything. So Tally was a 15-year-old who had small beady eyes, frizzy hair, and a wide nose, wide flatter nose. And I was just me. I think the other things were she had thin lips and her eyes were hazel, but I was small details. So for me, I was oh my god, if they ever come out with a movie about this book series, I need to be cast as Tally. And in my head, it was just if they come out with this book soon, or this movie soon, it has to be me. How could it not be me? I may have taken this thought process a bit too far, because I was obsessively checking Ugly series movie. Will there be a movie made? When is Scott Westerfield? Where's he from? When's he gonna come to the United States? He's from Australia, by the way. I know this. And I was just in my head, I was just they're gonna make this movie. I'm gonna find out whenever the first casting call is made, and I'm gonna be there. And I also got it into my head that I really wanted to talk to Scott Westerfield, because I was if he talks to me, he sees me, then he'll know. And looking back on it, that's pretty crazy. I think even after, shortly after this event happened, I was just dang, you need to chill out on the crazy, Jessica, because I was sipping it by the gallons at 15, 16 years old. So one day, I was just I just want to talk to him. So I went and went all in the good old Google searches, and I honestly don't know how I found it so quickly and easily, but I found his phone number. Yes, I found this man in Australia's home phone number. So you may be asking, Jessica, why did you find this man's phone number? What did you do with this phone number? Please tell me you didn't call this man. I'm sorry, viewer. I'm sorry to disappoint you, because I did call. And I think I regretted it almost immediately. So At this time, I was spending a lot of time at my sister's place, and she was at work, and so I had nobody to stop me and tell me, don't do this, this is crazy. And I called this man's house, and it was ringing, and a woman answers the phone, and she had a very strong Australian accent. I am not going to attempt to do it because I don't want to make a fool of myself. I mean, a further fool of myself. And she's like, hello, and I say, hi, is this the number for Scott Westerfield? And she is quiet. Yes. Oh, Scott Westerfield, the author of the Ugly series? Yes. After a silence. And I was just like, and then she's just like, who's this? And I'm like, oh, this is, and I'm muttering, I'm like, is this, I think I was starting a fan, and so she already got the gist of the crazy, but I don't know if she really heard me, because she's just like, this is his wife, and I was like, well, I just want to talk, I gotta go, and I hung up. My sister came home, and she's like, hey, what'd you do? And I was like, oh, I called Scott Westerfield. And she's like, no, you didn't. Yes, I did. No, you didn't. You did not go full crazy and call that man. And I was like, I did. He's from Australia. So I pull up my receipts. I pulled up my where I found his phone number. I pulled up my cell phone. I opened up my call history, and there it was, his phone number, and it showed the 5 minutes and some seconds that I spoke on the phone to his wife. And she was just like, why? Why would you do that? And I was just like, I don't know. It seemed like a good idea, right before those 5 minutes started. And yeah. I really regretted that because I felt really crazy right after I did it. And like I said, this was about 13 years ago, if maybe longer. I don't really remember. But yeah, I can say it now because I don't think this would ever make its way over to him. But if for the odd chance that it did, I'm really sorry. And I hope you didn't get yelled at by your wife for having crazy stalker fans who called your house. I don't even know what time it was at that. It was in Australia, and it was in the middle of the day while I was in Florida. Oh my God, what if I called it 1 o'clock in the morning? Oh jeez. Anyways, that's the story at the time. I was a crazy stalker when I was about 15 years old. And I called this man's house, and I really hope he didn't get in trouble by his wife. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, I will be coming out with more. I have done some things. I'm probably gonna cut that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that story. I'm pretty embarrassed to tell it, but it was a long time ago, and I've grown from this experience. And if you ever have those moments where you're like, maybe I should call, no, don't do it. Don't call, don't contact, wait for a task. I don't know. Just don't do it. Don't be crazy like me. Anyways, thanks for watching my video, and I hope you guys have had a wonderful Thanksgiving.